Hi guys, this is Sponge, and today we're absorbing running form here at TrueForm.
What's up guys, Zack Nagle here, fitness director, head trainer, Zack of all trades for TrueForm Runner. Work with everybody from amateur athletes or even professional level. I'm fortunate enough with TrueForm to work with some professional teams, professional athletes, and just sharing my love and passion of proper movement as it relates to running. So just going from a walk to a full sprint or anywhere in between, a lot of it's the same mechanics. I mentioned kind of the comparison between a baseball player trying to hit a 70-mile-per-hour fastball versus a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. 70 is kind of walking, 90 is an all-out sprint. You just got quickening mechanics. It's the same mechanics, the same arm swing, same hip rotation of the swing. Same thing with walking. The only difference between walking and running is walking, we're allowed to have a little bit of a heel strike rather than a mid-foot strike. So if you look at the bottom of your foot, heel strike is obviously in your heel. Mid-foot is kind of in the middle. You can have a 4-foot strike. A lot of sprinters run with a 4-foot strike. But general consensus is to run with the mid-foot. And that's when you're transferring your foot underneath your center of mass. Then you're maintaining that same long spine, eyes looking forward, good form here, head, shoulders, hips, all the way down to your feet. Arm swing is just natural. Your arms set the cadence for your legs. So if you're pulling backwards with your left, your right leg is going to be in the proper cadence, proper motion for that next step. And it should be pretty natural. A cue that I like to use is think up. Whether you're just jogging or to get to a bigger sprint, your arm swings is punch up and then knee up, toe up as well. And gravity will do the rest and just pull you down to the next step. And as you apply force on the ground, think that your legs are springs that's propelling you to that next step. The TrueForm Runner. So the TrueForm Runner has been around for 6-7 years now. It's a non-motorized treadmill, meaning the only power to it is the display going on and off, but everything else is powered by you, the runner, walker, sprinter. If you go faster, it goes faster. If you slow down or stop, it stops. So you got a nice elongated spine, head, shoulders, hips, all the way down to your feet is a nice straight line, which is nice. When you're running with good cadence, this would be like an endurance running, so your arms are somewhere around 85 to 90 degrees, move around your chest. Your arms are going to set the cadence for your legs. So if you see a sprinter, they're going cheek way up high, that's going to set the cadence of the form for the legs. Your opposite limb, so your left arm goes up, your right leg is going to create more force into the ground. And you're looking pretty good here. And now if you just wanted to pick it up, you don't have to. You're just going to add more force. So instead of reaching out and trying to grab the ground, grab the tread in front of you, just put more force down the ground, create more force, speed, ground force contact time, pulling you into that next step. We don't want to overextend because then we're using the wrong mechanics, wrong muscle, and we're also getting into this hinge position. You think about reaching, you don't want to reach, you want to kind of slap the ground right underneath your center of mass. All right? And then if you want to get faster, you can increase the stride length, but through hip extension. As long as you can maintain that proper posture, elongated spine, foot underneath your center of mass, then you can create a good springing motion with your legs. And you imagine your legs as a spring, you want to spring, create force, go into that next step.
Like springing.
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of times I tend to try to just reach and get there.
Exactly.
When
you think, you ever flip a bicycle over or clip a tire or spin the tire?
Yeah.
Once it starts spinning, if you want it to go faster, would you reach out and grab it? No, because you're going to slow it down. It's going to slap the thing. Yeah. Same back here. Pretend the ground is a tire.
Oh, I like that. That's really good. And natural speed sometimes can compensate for bad form, and so you mask your weaknesses. But if you take the time to expose them, then like you said, at the highest level, the margin of error is so slim, and the separation between a great player and a good player, that you need every millisecond.
How are you feeling?
Feel faster.
Ryan did great. You know, the good thing about Ryan, and we talked about this a little bit, is he comes from a little bit of place of speed and running. You know, he's an athlete himself and has some speed. So it's a little bit easier to kind of coach him through the movements. We're just reinforcing everything today, but Ryan did great. And I think I put him through a ringer, and he didn't break, so it was good. I'm a sponge myself, so I love to learn from the best of the best. I got to learn from people in this industry that you'll never know their name, but have left their mark for years to come. And so to be able to take that information and pass it on to guys like Ryan, it's just so valuable. Hopefully that was helpful to Ryan and the community as well in the sponge, and you were a sponge and absorbed all that information. I'm always down to talk about the mechanics. I love deep diving this stuff. If you have any questions, you can go to TrueFormRunner.com. You can also hit me up on Instagram. I'm pretty active there, Zack_Nagle. Probably reach out to Ryan, and you can find me through him as well. But I'm always here to help, always here to deep dive, answer any and all questions.